for all those students who are sitting at home and practicing to appear in the Ielts as soon as the lockdown finishes, which hopefully will be in the start of next month. So we'll straight come to the point. Our today's task is a lot of older people are suffering from loneliness these days. They also lack physical fitness. What do you think are the reasons for these problems, and can you think of any possible solutions? So first I'll explain you the question. The question is basically divided into three parts. So we have to answer three parts. The first one is a lot of older people are suffering from loneliness these days. They also lack physical fitness. So it's a statement. It doesn't say in the question. They have not asked. They didn't ask us that we agree or disagree with the question. Straight away, it's a statement that a lot of people all around the world are suffering from loneliness. Loneliness means akelapan. When old people are living at home and their kids are not living with them, loneliness. From loneliness, and they are not physically fit. Lack of physical fitness means that they are not physically that fit. So what we have to do, we have to tell what are the reasons of loneliness and physical fitness, and then we will also give few possible solutions to tackle these two issues. So issues are loneliness and physical fitness. So I have a plan that how we will finish this essay. So first of all, the one thing which we have to keep in mind while writing this essay is that we have to write minimum 250 words and maximum, I'll say 270. In some cases it can go up to 280 as well, but don't try to write 350 words, because you won't have that much time, and if you spend a lot of time on writing task 2, you maybe end up making silly mistakes. So just try to keep your essay words between 250 to 270 or 280 maybe in some cases. And secondly, we will spend around 40 minutes on this task. Try to finish it in 35 minutes. So you have 2, 3, 4 minutes to do a proofreading. During that time, you will easily find out few silly mistakes, or you can check your spellings. Next, and how we will plan out our essay. First, we will write an introduction. Then we'll write BP1 in BP1 we'll give reasons of loneliness. In BP2 we will give reasons for the lack of physical fitness, and in BP3 we'll give the possible solutions how we can tackle these two problems, and in the end we'll write a summary or conclusion of our writing task. So let's begin with the introduction. So I'll give you a basic idea of how we write introduction. Introduction is basically an idea that what we are going to do in our essay, or what we are going to write in our upcoming essay. So basically, the easiest way to write an introduction is that whatever the statement is given to us, we will rephrase it or rephrase it. So rephrase means that use your own words to write this statement, but the meaning of the statement should not change. We will try to use our own words so that the meaning of the statement remains same whatever is given in the question. Some students or candidates just they prefer copying the introduction from the given question. That's totally wrong. You won't get good bands if you just copy the statement from the question. So let's begin. Introduction. Loneliness is a major problem that plagues older people all over the world. So that's my rephrase. I have changed, like it says, a lot of older people are suffering from loneliness these days. They also lack physical fitness. So what I have done, loneliness, we have kept loneliness same, is a major problem that plagues older people all over the world. It means in Punjabi that पूरी दुनिया में बहुत सारे बुजुर्ग लोग हैगे आ जिहड़े के who are suffering from loneliness, जिहड़े loneliness नाल प्रभावित हो रहे हैं. इस समस्या दे नाल प्रभावित दुनिया च बहुत सारे बुजुर्ग है जिहड़े इस समस्या दे नाल प्रभावित हो रहे हैं. So it's exactly same as our introduction. Next, in the past, the elderly led a healthier and happy life. So ਅੱਜ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਪਾਸਟ ਚ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅੱਜ ਤੋਂ 10-20 ਸਾਲ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ 올ਡ ਪੀਪਲ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹ ਹੈਲਦੀਅਰ ਸੀਗੇ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਹੈਪੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਜੀ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ। ਇਹ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਜੀ ਆਪਣਾ ਪਹਿਲੀ phrase of the statement. Now we'll write our thesis statement. That is, there are various possible reasons behind this emerging problem. That बहुत सारे रीजन है ये ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਦੋ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਸ ਦੱਸੀਆਂ ਗਈਆਂ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਸ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਦਿਸ ਦੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ these emerging problems ਵੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ if you think that these are two problems ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ these emerging problems ਵੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। However, by taking some steps, this problem or these problems ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ these ਕਰੋਗੇ ਤੇ can be tackled। ठीक है जी। सो बहुत ही इजी सिंपल जी स्टेटमेंट हैगी आ, ज्यादा यू डोंट हैव टू स्पेंड अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम इन जस्ट राइटिंग इंट्रोडक्शन। ज्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करन दी स्टेटमेंट ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ इंट्रोडक्शन होनी चाहिए है 2 या 3 सेंटेंस बहुत बराबर 2 sentences more than enough because you won't have much time to just spend on the introduction। All right, we'll go to our body paragraphs now। BP1 we'll explain the reasons of loneliness in BP1। So what are the main reasons of loneliness? I'm just going to give you bullet points. I'm not going to write the full paragraphs. So the main reason of loneliness these days, why our old people are lonely. Main reason is rise of nuclear families. I think everybody understands nuclear family, joint family. So nuclear family, when kids are living separately from their parents for various reasons, maybe job, maybe studying or something else। ठीक है जी। सो बहुत सारे ओल्ड पीपल ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਦੇ ਲਿਵਿੰਗ ਇਨ देयर ਹਾਊसेस ਬਾय ਥੈਮਸੈਲਫ, ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰਾਂ 'ਚ ਇਕੱਲੇ ਰਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ देयर किड्स आर लिविंग समवेयर एल्स with their own families, with their children। So this is the reason that this is the first reason that old people are feeling very lonely। So you can begin the paragraph। The first reason why, the first major reason that why old people are feeling lonely is that the rise of nuclear families, the rising trend of nuclear families, and then you can explain it in 1 or 2 lines। Second reason is moving of youngsters to foreign countries। I think this is the major point, especially for students who are from Punjab. You can understand this point more clearly because this is the truth of all our villages in Punjab। Most of the youngsters these days, they are moving to another countries like Canada, Australia, UK, England for their further studies, and then they're getting married and settling in those countries, leaving their parents behind। So the rising trend of leaving your home country and moving to another country is another reason that why parents are left behind and why they are feeling lonely। You can use example like I have said in our state Punjab, you can use that as your example as well। So these are the reasons that why parents are feeling, why old people are feeling lonely। Here you can write maybe 4 or 5 lines, maybe 1 or 2 sentences for this and 1 or 2 sentences for this, and that will be enough। And secondly, on BP2 we will say why old people are not physically fit, why there is a lack of physical fitness। So the first reason is lose interest towards life। Old people don't have interest much, they don't take much interest in living their life happily and healthier। Again, what is the reason? Because lack of affection, lack of negligence discourage them from living an active lifestyle। Again, if you can't speak any word, there's no shame, practice it by standing in front of mirror, it will be fun। Negligence discourage them from living an active lifestyle। So why they are not physically fit? Because our old people are not taking interest in physical activities, they don't have any interest in living their life happily because they are neglected by their children, they don't get affection of their kids and their grandkids because they are living separately। This is the reason that they are not healthier। I can explain it in another way। When old people realize they are neglected by their own children and grandchildren, they get huge emotional and psychological setback, which results in the lack of motivation to exercise। So basically, when old people are neglected by their children and their grandchildren. They don't get enough affection or they don't get enough love from their kids and grandchildren. They stop living a healthy life. They do not want to live a healthy life, and they stop doing any physical exercise. They stop eating their meals properly. This is the reason that our old people are not much healthier as compared to the young ones. So these are our two body paragraphs, and now we'll go towards the solutions. So it's up to you. I think try to keep the size of paragraphs BP1 and BP2 equally. I'm not saying that exact same words, but when you look at those two paragraphs on paper, they should look in equal proportion. That if you are writing 5 lines of paragraph 1, there should be maybe 5 or maybe 4 or 6 lines of paragraph 2. So when you look at those two paragraphs, they should be looking equally on paper. It just looks nice. And second, now we'll go towards the solutions. Basically, what will be the best solution? First one is revert back to older way of living in joint families. Well, what we can do so that our old people, so that our old parents, they don't feel lonely, is that we should go back to our joint family culture, where grandparents, parents and grandchildren, they all are living in under one roof. So in that way, old people will get to spend time with their grandchildren, and they will get to play with them. They will do running around with their grandchildren, and they can discuss their problems with their own children. In this way, they will not feel lonely. Second, for physical fitness, what we can do, motivate old people to have proper schedule for eating and exercising. So even if children are not living with their parents, they are for their job or for other reasons they have to live separately, stay in contact with your parents. Maybe you can write it on in your essay as well. Maybe students who are studying in colleges or who are living in another cities for their job, they can stay in touch with their parents, call them on regular basis, in holidays or even on weekends, visit your parents, and from time to time encourage them to have a proper schedule, have a proper timetable for eating and exercising. I think that's it. That will be enough for solutions. And now conclusion, what we can write in our conclusion overall. So overall, basically a summary of what we have written in this. So what we'll do, we'll write main reasons of loneliness, that is nuclear families, and we'll say what are the solutions. So you can say, in overall, I would say that old people feel secluded and unhealthy, mainly because of changing family structures. However, this can be addressed through adopting traditional joint family culture. So the main reason is that the rise of nuclear families, and we can tackle that issue by going back to our traditional joint family culture. So this is the end of our today's writing task. If you have any questions or if you want to discuss another task to question, please follow us on our Facebook page, and also follow us and subscribe us on YouTube, and you can keep in touch with us, and we will try to help you out in everything. Thank you.